G'day YouTube, it's Ralph here, and in today's video I will talk about my top choice of supplements to take for your fitness and fat loss journey to the next level. And before I start talking about the video, I would just like to ask for your support guys to subscribe to my channel and click the like button as well for this video so that the YouTube algorithm will be able to recognize or reach out to the same people that's looking for tips on how to lose fat or just help with their fitness journey. And just a quick background about myself. Again, my name is Ralph and I've been a nurse here in Australia for the past decade with an experience in intensive care emergency department and currently practicing in peri-operative care unit. I like to spend my time in reading some research about the evidence-based approach in terms of looking after our health and longevity of life. And I'm also an avid fan of bodybuilding space. So with all this combined knowledge, with all my expertise and profession, I've used it to my advantage to transform my own body. My first on the list is protein supplement. Example are whey protein and plant-based proteins such as rice, pea and soy. So in my previous video, I was talking about why muscle is important for fat loss. For the reason being that our muscles are metabolically active. As protein is my go-to for building muscle such as faster recovery and keeping me satiated. Protein powders are packed with essential amino acids, especially leucine, which kickstarts the muscle repair after intense workouts. So I would generally take my protein powder after my workouts, as this is the most convenient way to hit my protein target. My next supplement is creatine monohydrate. So creatine monohydrate is really good for improving raw strength and power, and creatine is one of the best choice out there if you're looking for that, as it works by increasing your muscle ATP stores, giving us the extra energy to push harder in our intense workouts. Creatine helps with cognitive function, which leads to mental clarity. Also, creatine is the most researched supplement in the world with a proven safety record. Also, it's cheap and very easily accessible, as you can get it on your local chemist or on your supplement stores. Dosing creatine can vary to each person, but start with 5 grams per day and be consistent with it. Even on rest days, you have to take creatine, as it works well when it's taken consistently. My next one is electrolytes. So hydration is key to performance, and electrolytes contains all the essential minerals such as magnesium, sodium, potassium and calcium that all plays a crucial role for keeping us energized. So when we sweat out most of the minerals that we have in our body, and taking electrolytes is very important, as this will give us the sustainable energy through our intense workouts. Electrolytes is also good for recovery and preventing muscle cramps after our workouts. I'd suggest to take electrolytes prior to working out, especially if you work out in the morning, as when we wake up in the morning, we are not hydrated and we normally empty our bladder. So when we do this, we're actually replenishing all the lost minerals and the fluid that we flushed out through our body. And once we are fully hydrated, this will give us a sustained energy throughout our workouts. Next one is pre-workout formulas. Pre-workout formulas is all about energy, focus, and endurance. So most pre-workout formulas contains mix of caffeine, beta-alanine, and citrulline malate to get us fired up, as these ingredients helps us with harnessing some extra energy and helps us promote blood flow and muscle pump. Just be mindful when taking pre-workout formulas if you have sensitivity to caffeine. So titrate your dosing from half scoop to gauge your tolerance and increase it to a full scoop when you develop the tolerance from caffeine. Personally, I would like to mix my electrolytes and pre-workout, as I normally work out after I wake up in the morning. This basically gives me the perfect formula for endurance and the extra energy and pump to last me through my intense training. Next up is vitamin D. This one is necessary for bone health, immune support and testosterone production, as vitamin D is mainly responsible for hormonal balance. So we mainly get vitamin D from sunlight. So if you live in place that don't get enough sun or live in colder climates, supplementation is a must. If you're vitamin D deficient, make sure to get your levels checked, and required dosage will be prescribed by your doctors. I personally take 1 tablet of vitamin D per day as I follow the instructions on the bottle. My last tier 1 supplement is omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are mainly found on fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, or nuts like walnuts, almond, healthy oils like flaxseed, olive oil, and in some cases, organic eggs. Omega-3 fatty acids is essential for our inflammation, joint health, and it improves our cardiovascular function. For people who regularly exercise or lift weights, that could mean faster recovery and less muscle soreness after our workouts when taken. Ideally, I would like to consume my omega-3 fatty acids from whole foods such as wild-caught salmon or avocado or olive oil. But occasionally, I would supplement fish oil if I can't get an access through these foods. So I normally take 2 tablets or capsules of fish oil when I didn't have the chance to eat the food choice that I've mentioned that contains omega-3. So now that I'm done with my tier 1 supplements, I'm proceeding with my tier 2 supplements. So with my tier 2 supplements, I've only chose 2 supplements that for me that only makes sense to help most people out there who's trying to lose fat or just help with their fitness journey. And these supplements are mainly used for relaxation and controlling our stress levels. So I'll start with Ashwagandha. So it's an ancient Ayurvedic medicine known as adaptogen. It is known to manage stress, which leads to better sleep for enhanced recovery. Also, it reduces our stress hormones known as cortisol, which leads to boosting our testosterone levels. As when our stress hormone gets higher, our progesterone level gets high as well. So in order for us to produce muscle, we need to balance out the production of our testosterone level. And I think it's a good choice for our post-workout recovery, as its objective is to keep us relaxed and reduce our stress levels. I just follow the instructions on the bottle when I dose my ashwagandha. So normally I just take 1 tablet per day after my workouts. So my next one is Rhodiola rosea. It's a flowering plant that is known for energy boosting and stress relieving properties. It reduces mental fatigue, keeping us sharp throughout the day, and it supports emotional well-being. With dosing of this supplementation, I just follow what is prescribed on the bottle. So I just normally take 1 tablet per day after my training. So you're probably asking me now, Ralph, where's the fat burning pill or the drug that would help me to just burn my body fat? Unfortunately, there's no such thing that could actually do that. Things like thermogenic powders that you can see out there in the market, they're just basically caffeinated drinks that is pumped up with ingredients that doesn't actually have enough evidence that it actually related to burning our fats. Also, with Ozempic, it doesn't actually burn fat directly. It controls our appetite. But it's not actually a wonder drug that you can just take and magically lose your weight. It definitely has its drawback. As I work in perioperative care unit, it causes us more problems than benefits with our patients. I'm talking about gastric reflux, heartburn, or regurgitation, or any upper GI symptoms that is not really good. But I know if we're gonna use this drug just mainly for appetite control, sure it does work. But with the goal of this channel, we can actually achieve weight loss or appetite control by just actually being honest with ourselves first, rather than spending a huge amount of money through an injection just to control our appetite. And I hate to say this, but the safest way to burn your fat is through a systemic way of planning of our diet, our workouts, and being aware psychologically where we're at with our weight loss journey. As with dieting, we're actually changing our behavior on how we approach our foods. And also, when I was talking about like that psychological barrier that we have when we stress eat, when we get emotional about our foods, that actually leads us to like breaking the rules, or just like not honoring or giving ourselves the respect on providing our body with proper nourishing foods. Like, don't get me wrong, occasionally I would treat myself with some tasty fast foods like cheeseburger. Like this past weekend, I did had some cheeseburger and chips with my girlfriend, but I'm holding myself accountable that when I eat that, I need to make up for it the next day or in the next week to make sure that I offset that amount of calories that I just put in my body. Because with losing fat or losing weight, law of thermodynamics applies. It's just that simple. Calories in, calories out. We don't have to really make it complicated. The supplements that I just mentioned will help you get through the hard times when you're training intense on your workout. It will actually give you a significant boost on providing you some extra energy. As what I've been saying in the past, as you go really deep on your dieting phase, you'll get hungry and the energy will get less. And these supplements actually will help you to get through those painful moments, because there are times that you will wake up and you just feel hungry all the time, and caffeine works really well on controlling your hunger. It does mask that annoying hunger pang sometimes, as caffeine is really good keeping us satiated. Also, with protein intake, with a good amount of protein per meal, it is a good way to keep us full when we are dieting. And like I said before, protein is really good for recovery from our intense workouts. So it does helps us on speeding up the results that we're trying to achieve on our training. And all the vitamins and minerals are great in supporting of our well-being, like protecting our immune system, improving the muscle repair in our body, and managing stress, as when we are working out and eating less calories, we are actually putting a lot of stress in our bodies. So with all the supplements that I just mentioned, I believe that these are like the necessary supplements that could help you guys on your fitness journey or in your weight loss journey. So there you have it, my top supplement choices to level up your fitness journey. And remember, supplements works best alongside with a balanced diet and consistent training. So which of these are your go-to, or are you planning something new? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell for more of my fat loss tips. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.